Have you ever wondered how you can tell when someone truly loves you without them saying, "I love you"? Because real love is rarely revealed by big promises. It's revealed in the questions someone asks when they genuinely care about your heart. Sometimes one simple question can reveal more about a person's feelings than 100 romantic words. And if someone truly loves you, there are 9 questions they will eventually ask. But the 9th one is the question that reveals whether they see you as a temporary part of their life or someone they're afraid to lose. So listen carefully, because you may suddenly realize that someone has been loving you in ways you never noticed. 1. Are you really okay? Not the casual, "Are you okay?" people ask while looking at their phone. I mean the kind of question where they actually stop, look into your eyes, and wait for the truth. Someone who truly loves you becomes sensitive to the emotions you try to hide. They notice when your smile feels different. They notice when your voice becomes quieter. And sometimes, they know something is wrong before you even admit it. Because love creates emotional attention. When someone genuinely cares about you, your silence doesn't feel empty to them. It feels like a message. 2. What's been on your mind lately? This question may sound simple, but psychologically it reveals something powerful. They're not just interested in what you're doing. They're interested in what you're thinking. Your fears, your dreams, your doubts, the things you never tell anyone. Because when someone loves you, they don't just want access to your time. They want access to the world inside your mind. And sometimes the person who asks this question is quietly saying, "I want to understand the parts of you that nobody else sees." 3. What do you really want? Someone who truly loves you doesn't always tell you what you should want. They ask, "What do you want from life? What makes you happy? What kind of future do you imagine? And what are you afraid of losing? Why?" Because real love isn't about controlling someone. It's about understanding them. A person who loves you wants to know your dreams, even if those dreams existed long before they entered your life. That's the difference between love and possession. Possession says, "Become what I want." Love says, "Tell me who you really are." 4. Did I hurt you? Now this question is different, because it requires vulnerability. A person who truly loves you isn't obsessed with proving they're always right. They care about how their actions made you feel. So after an argument, instead of simply defending themselves, they may ask, "Did I hurt you?" And when they ask it sincerely, they're opening a door. A door that says, "Your feelings matter to me." Healthy love doesn't mean never hurting each other. It means caring enough to repair the hurt. 5. What can I do for you? Not because they want something in return, not because they want applause, but because your happiness genuinely matters to them. Sometimes love appears in the smallest questions. Do you need anything?
How can I make today easier for you?
What can I do? Because when someone truly loves you, your problems don't feel completely separate from their world. They may not be able to solve everything, but they want you to know you don't have to carry everything alone. 6. What are you afraid of? This is where emotional intimacy becomes deeper. Most people ask about your favorite things, your hobbies, your dreams. But someone who truly wants to understand you eventually asks about your fears. What scares you? What keeps you awake at night? What are you afraid will happen? Because your fears often reveal the wounds behind your behavior. Maybe you fear abandonment. Maybe you fear betrayal. Maybe you fear being forgotten. And when someone listens without judging you, something inside you begins to relax. You realize, I can be vulnerable here, and that feeling is rare. 7. What happened to you? This question can completely change a relationship. Because sometimes the person you love isn't reacting to you. They're reacting to something that happened long before you arrived. Maybe they struggle to trust. Maybe they push people away. Maybe they become distant when they feel vulnerable. Someone who truly loves you may look beyond the behavior and wonder about the story behind it. Instead of saying, "Why are you like this?" they ask, "What happened to you?" And that question carries compassion. It says, "I'm trying to understand your pain, not just judge your reaction." 8. Do you feel loved by me? Think about this one for a moment, because saying "I love you" is easy. But asking, "Do you actually feel loved by me?" requires emotional courage. Someone can love you deeply and still fail to make you feel loved. Maybe they express love through actions while you need words. Maybe they give you space while you need reassurance. Real love learns. It doesn't simply say, "This is how I love." It asks, "Is this how you need to be loved?" And that question can transform a relationship. 9. Can you see me in your future? And now, the question that reveals the deepest intention. Someone who truly loves you may eventually ask, "Can you see me in your future?" Not because they're demanding a lifetime promise immediately, but because they want to know whether their presence has a place in your heart. They're wondering, am I building something with you? Or am I only passing through your life? And if they're serious about you, they won't only talk about tomorrow, they'll talk about next year. Your dreams, your struggles, your plans, your future. Because when someone truly loves you, they don't just imagine moments with you. They begin imagining a life that includes you.